Alright then, it's time to do another cider review. Who the hell are you, and how did you get into my room? I am the Headless Man, and you must try my cider, or you will suffer the consequences. Maniacal laugh. Okay, seriously, who are you, and why have you given me this letter? I don't really understand this, and what's this about Headless Man cider anyway? And why have you given me this piece of paper? Why don't you just talk to me? I don't have a head, you idiot. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Well, I guess there's nothing else for it, eh? Time to review Headless Man cider. Roll those credits. I am a cider drinker. I drink still all of the day. I am a cider drinker. It suits all the troubles away. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And, well, I don't really need to do any introductions, do I? Because after that little ditty bit, thanks to the Headless Man, today's cider I will be trying is Headless Man Cider. Now, this is from the Ross-On-Wye Cider Company, and I've tried a couple of their ciders before in the past, which were really nice. So, I'm looking forward to trying this one out as well. Will it be any good? We'll be finding out shortly, but until then, let me go and give you some details on Headless Man Cider. Ross-On-Wye Headless Man Cider comes in these 500ml bottles, which is the only way you can get it as well. The alcohol percentage is 7.4%, so we've got a heavy hitter here. It's a medium dry cider, and the price is around about £2.70, at least if you get a case of 12 off the Bristol Cider Shop website. I couldn't find a price on the actual Ross-On-Wye website, so they might do it for cheaper, but I think you've actually got to telephone them to find out the price, so if you're interested, give them a call. Now, from the looks of it, this little picture on the front here is actually an actual sculpture which was made, let me see, by Alan Ross, and he's got his own little website here, artinsteel.co.uk, but this just gives it a nice little bit of character, this label, and as you can see, it is a picture of a headless man, and it says, Headless Man, it might blow your head off. So, well, with an alcohol percentage of 7.4%, it very well might do. There's not a whole lot on this bottle. It says, medium dry still cider, fermented in a rum cask. Now then, that sounds very, very appealing to me, because I had a rum-aged cider at the Canberra Ale Festival, if you remember, and it was a very nice tasting cider. So, I have got high hopes for this one, and as I say, the other couple of Ross-On-Wye ciders I've done have been quite good too. So, let me waste no more further time and get Headless Man open. Here we are. Now, because it is a still cider, there's going to be no carbonation, so I'm just going to go and get a whiff on the bottle. Ooh, that smells very smooth, but very strong at the same time. You're getting those real hits of rum straight off the bat. Oh, you can definitely tell that it's you know, you can definitely tell the different smell between a rum cask and an oak cask, because oak has more like a woody, smoky, oaky sort of smell, but this one, yeah, it's almost obviously it smells of rum, but you know, it smells more like a wine sort of smell. You open up like a fresh bottle of wine and you get that really nice smell of grapes. Obviously you don't get that, you know, a great smell from this, but it just smells smooth. Yeah, just really, really smooth, but also, as I say, very, very strong. So, Will it blow my head off? I'm going to find out. Let's go and pour Headless Man into the glass. I cannot see any natural sediment in it, so I'm just going to whack this in. There we go, whack it all in. Ah, righty-ho. Oh my god, I can smell it already, but I'll get to that in a second. Here's the colour of it. I'll actually move out of the way this time. Yeah, just a nice golden sort of colour, as you can see. It is still, but there's actually little bits floating about in it, so maybe it did have a little bit of natural sediment. It didn't say anywhere on the bottle if it did, but I don't know, maybe that'll settle a little bit. But yeah, that looks very nice, very clear, as you can see. So, very nice looking. Let's go and get a whiff in the glass. Ah, and the rum just is so prevalent in the glass. Ooh, this is probably going to be one of those danger ciders that I've been talking about, because that does smell strong. Will it be in the taste though? Let's find out, shall we? Cheers, Ross-On-Wye, and here's to your Headless Man cider. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's strong. That is very strong. Oh, it's making my mouth water already. Oh my goodness. Right, well, the initial taste is very, very misleading. You do get that instant hit of rum from it, but then all of a sudden your taste buds are attacked with all these flavours at once that it's kind of hard to comprehend what you're tasting to begin with. But the rum is just so prevalent throughout, which actually gives it a sort of a smooth characteristic to it that you don't find in oak-aged ciders. Whew, let's go and get a second opinion on this one straight away. Wow, the aftertaste has just got this massive, massive hit of like almost like a tanginess at the back of it, and this is going to sound really well. It's not going to sound really strange, but it feels really warming as it's going down my throat, which is obviously the rum that's been infused in with this cider. And it just gives it a nice warming characteristic that you almost find in certain good ports. Because I do like to dabble in a couple of ports myself, actually. And when I have them, you get a really nice feeling at the back of your throat. And you're getting this from this cider. The last still cider I had, I thought that was the most flavoursome still cider. But this one easily trumps it. This is just overloaded with flavours. It is a very light, textured cider too. No full-bodiedness to it, but that just means it goes down a lot easier as well. So yes, this is a danger cider. So be warned about that. You can definitely taste the strength in it though. Easily see, you can easily tell this is a 7.4%er. I'm a little bit surprised in the colour actually. I was thinking with a rum-aged cider it was going to be a little bit darker in colour, but you know, appearances can obviously be deceptive, as has been shown with this one. There's almost a very slight citrusy initial taste as well, almost kind of like a navel orange or something that I'm getting off the bat. But, oh, excuse me, went down the wrong way there, but, yeah, whew. It really has blown my head off, hasn't it? Right, anyway, as I was saying, yeah, the rum is just all throughout this, and that's, you know, as I said earlier, it just lends a nice, smooth sort of texture to it, which really differentiates it from other aged ciders out there. And it's kind of like in a class of its own. The aftertaste is also quite juicy for it, light and juicy, but there is that little bit of dryness as well. That excuse me, that was the dinner I had. But yeah, slight juiciness, but also a slight dryness at the back of your throat, which isn't too overpowering, because you know, some dry ciders can leave your mouth really parched, but this one is just right. Like the sides of my mouth, just like around here, you know, they're kind of watering a little bit, where obviously it's really refreshed me, but the top of my mouth is quite dry. So yeah, it's instantly hit the balance between, you know, dry and sweet, hence why it's a medium dry. Let's get another one. Oh, that rum just gives it so much character. I do know for a fact that this was an award-winning cider. I don't know what it won, but I do know that it's definitely another award-winning cider we have here, and I can very easily see why. Because it's one of the very few still ciders that I've had that actually does pack so much flavour without watering it down too much, because that was the problem I had with most still ciders, is that they taste, you know, tasted a lot lighter, a lot more watery than the carbonated ciders or the sparkling ones. But this one has done it absolutely bang on. You know, and I think the rum does definitely add to it, but you're still getting those nice hits of medium dry cider apples that they've added into this. Don't know what ones they've used. It kind of tastes a little bit like a Davenant, maybe a Kingston Black, but it doesn't have that full-on astringency that the Kingston Black apple does have. So yeah, this is, and actually look, there is some slight carbonation there, even though it's supposed to be a still cider. Very strange. Right, let's get a final taste before the final verdict, guys. So yeah, easily drinkable, light, refreshing, juicy, but with a nice dry hint at the back of your throat after the aftertaste, and the rum just gives it so much character, and you can easily see, you know, why this was an award-winning cider. And it just stands head and shoulders above some of the other still ciders that I've had by a long way. I can actually feel it going to my head already, so yeah, I'm going to take my time with this cider, that is for sure. But for a verdict, Headless Man Cider very easily gets a well-deserved 9 out of 10. Yeah, for all you real cider nuts out there, go out and get a bottle of Headless Man Cider, because you will not be disappointed. For those that are just starting out with ciders, I'd steer clear of this one, because, as it say, it might just blow your head off, which it kind of is doing to me at the moment, so it's living up to its name, that's for sure. Anyway, that was another episode of The Cider Drinker for you guys. I hope you liked it, because hey, I certainly did. So, until next time, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider. But until then, let me go and take some time and finish off this glass of Headless Man Cider. And cheers to the Headless Man for recommending it to me. Haha, I don't think we'll ever see him again, because, well, you can only do that joke once, can't you? Take care, guys. Until next time. Oh.